Hi, it's Steve from Thor Motor Coach. You've heard me say before, at Thor Motor Coach, we've got the bees, but none of them look as awesome as this. This is the all-new Tranquility 24C. Vice President of Product Development, John Kreider, is with us. John?
Steve?
I'm allowed to say this is the coolest looking van we make, right? At least I already have. You can't take it back. This is really awesome.
Steve, I think that, like the kids say, this is what they call a badass van.
It is. It totally is. All the kids are saying that.
Yeah,
I've seen it on the social media.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have college-age kids.
Yeah.
I think that they would like to show up in this.
It's fire.
Yes, it is.
It is fire. So talk about what we have here, because this is, for us, a new Mercedes chassis.
Yeah, so we've looked at the Tranquility line, right?
Right.
And we've said, okay, what can we do that is going to highlight even more? So it's been very popular. We've used the 144-inch wheelbase chassis since day one. Yeah. That's been extremely popular. But we have a lot of people that say, yeah, I love the 144, but I'm just looking for something a little bigger. Okay, and it was like, okay, how do we do that, and does it make sense? And we're like, yeah, I mean, why can't we just have a bigger Tranquility that's on the 170-inch extended wheelbase and still have that cool looking tire package? Yeah. And then, of course, this is on the new all-wheel drive chassis.
Let's talk about that, because Mercedes is slowly transitioning that. I know they hit the Canadian market before they hit the United States market, but it's a nice change.
Yeah, I mean, in the past they've had the traditional four-wheel drive, right? Which, was very utilitarian. Right. And I think probably for the market they first intended these vehicles for, it worked out absolutely perfect. But then I think like their cars and like everything else that happens in the world, it's had stages of refinement. Yeah. And so the refinement has come in their all-wheel drive, and I think that the fact that we've gone from a V6 to a four-cylinder turbocharged engine, and it's got a two-stage turbo on it, so the turbo spools at different speeds, so you can get different power ranges and everything. And then it goes away from having to have a traditional button, right? It just works all the time. Right. And it's intelligent, and it's like anything else. A computer can react and think a lot quicker than we can. And so with that all-wheel drive system, it's going to kick in on what tire needs traction and which axle needs traction. And when you put that together, new engine, new transmission, new all-wheel drive system, I mean, you've got a great package. Not only for traveling down the road, but then getting off-road too. Yeah,
I have spent just a little bit of time in it, and as the daily driver of a solid axle 4x4 dedicated off-road vehicle, this is very, very smooth, and it's outfitted with the KO2s. These are our own little logos. I like the touch. Yeah, I like the touch on the hubs.
We had some of those brought in to, make it our own. Let's put it that way. We're not just, these wheels and tire package aren't just for everybody. This is very specific to Thor Motor Coach, and so we kind of brand up the vehicle that way in very subtle ways.
So how many first-class flights did you have to take before you all came up with the design of this? Because Tom and I are like, this is like flying first class, at least what I've seen in the movies.
Right, exactly. So, I think with a van that's a little bit larger, you have certain things that you can do. So, one of the things is get a little bit larger bathroom, provide a little more seating area, right? And of course, this setup right here, you've heard the term people mover. Right. That's something we hear a lot in the industry. But this has 4 dedicated captain's chairs right here in the front. So whether you're 2 couples that are traveling, whether it's girls' weekend out or whatever, or if it's just family, right? Everybody has 3-point seat belts up in the front. Everybody can be belted in. Car seats can be put in up here. Plus the second row is just extremely comfortable, right?
It's heated.
It's heated. You got recline on it. You move it back and forward. You got lots of leg room back here. So even though this is a Mercedes, it's got Maybach type seating in the back.
It totally does. And you have the flip down TV up there as well.
Yeah, so you entertain the people in the back, and then of course the captain's chairs in the front swivel around, and the back seats swivel around. So everybody can be, whether you're talking about card games or coffees or who knows what else you might be doing. And then of course over on the side you're showing right now, you got a flip up table. So if you need to get some work done while you're driving down the road, throw your laptop, your tablet up there, charge it with USB or 110 ports. And then of course, this here has got that new shade system too, just like we saw in other coaches, where it's what we call the Encompass shade system, where it's nice, low profile, looks good, obviously blocks out all the light.
And it's got the Winegard Connect on here as well. So
it does. It does. You
Internet
got
wherever
Winegard
we go.
Connect, and then of course this has got also has our reliable lithium battery system.
Yeah,
on
let's
it.
talk about that and what type of setup we have on this one.
Yeah, so this one actually has got a little bit different setup.
Okay.
So this one is actually set up where we've got the inverter, the alternator, which is very similar to what we've seen in the past, but this is using a battery from Mastervolt, and it is a 6,000 watt battery. So it's a single 6,000 watt battery. It works with the what they call their Easy View, which you know, Tom, when you get a chance here, you could take a look at here, kind of this screen here that you can kind of see pops up. So it gives you a little more information. It's not using that Victron shunt, it's using the shunt that's all built into the Mastervolt system here. And of course that's, you know, just more watts, right? So the more watts you got, the longer you can go, the longer you can power everything. So, you know, this is be a fantastic motorhome, I think. And I shouldn't say motorhome, Steve, I'm sorry. This is
It is
fantastic
camper van.
camper / adventure van for tailgating.
Well, the other thing I really like, Tom, walk in the bathroom. For a van, this is the bathroom in here is surprisingly large.
Yes, yeah, it's probably the biggest bathroom we have in vans right now. And you know, the way it's set up, that obviously you have a sink, you have a toilet, but then you got some more elbow room to actually be able to take a shower.
Well, it's a real sink. It's not the flip down sink. When
Correct.
We walked through this for the first time a couple of weeks ago, we walked in there and Tom sat down. He's like, I could actually use this bathroom. And that's a nice feature to have when you're traveling in a van.
And then on top of it, when Tom's back there in the back, you know, one of the other things he'll see is, you know, you got a sofa in the back there too, right? So not only do you have the seating up here in the front, but then you have dedicated sofa seating in the back too. So when you want to kind of split apart and kind of have two separate areas, you've got that. And then of course that makes into your bed. Right,
and it's electric. And I tried it because I was wondering, okay, how much extra room is in here? So I made it into the bed, I laid the thing out, and I still had probably a good 6, 7, 8 inches of room. So it's like, oh my gosh, here's a van that I could easily sleep comfortably in, no questions asked.
And Tom, while you're back there, buddy, if you look to the side of the sofa on both sides, you'll see we even came up with that way to put wireless phone chargers right next to the sofa, right? So both sides have them. So you don't have to have a wire. You know, it's not that last trip, oh, I forgot my charging cord. No, you just throw it back there on the wireless chargers and you're off and running.
Yep, you got the nets back there, your microwave, a nice kitchen, 12-volt fridge, a table down by Tom's feet will pop right into place, and that stores right back here behind this seat. Again, a lot of storage in here. Tom's gonna go ahead and press that button and make that into a bed. Folds down, fast, easy. It's comfortable. I like this material. Is this something we did here on these seats?
Yeah, so if you look, we actually had these recovered, and so we had them custom stitched, and so they've got more of a quilted pattern that goes to it.
They're soft and comfortable.
So soft, comfortable. You know, I think once again, like you said, you were saying heated seats, but also you can move them so you get plenty of leg room, recline. You know, probably take a pretty decent nap inside of these chairs.
Yeah, this is a comfortable van. Let's continue walking around on the outside here.
You know, and you'll notice on this van, just like we have in the past. Dualies back here in the back, and windows, right? So it's a window van again. It's not a cargo van. So it looks and feels like a passenger van. So when you park this in your driveway, okay, people aren't gonna be like, oh, look at the RV, HOA rules, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So your fresh water tank is located back here in the back. And so you've got your drain right here for your fresh water tank. So that's all right there, ready to go. So covers that up.
And then around back,
then of course,
I like this. I like that we've started incorporating this on the Sprinters because they are taller.
Yeah.
You can actually step on there and you can get into here this way.
Yeah, and you can see there, you know, we did a couple things, like we just added this right here, right? So it just covers that up, so it gives it a nice clean look and feel. And then you can see even underneath there, you know, you got a decent system back here as far as some storage goes.
I threw a couple tool bags back there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then of course this has got a diesel heating system on it, so it's using the diesel tank that that came with the chassis to do all your heating also. So that's your water heating and your furnace heating.
And then around here, all of our hookups, city water fill.
Yep, and then we got our sewer tank holder again. Once again, keeps it nice and high, but also gets it out from inside of the coach, so that becomes more storage, whereas, you know, other people may have it stored inside the vehicle.
This is a totally wicked van.
This is a pretty cool van. Yeah. So,
I am
you know, even with the light bar on top, you know.
Oh, I didn't even mention it. It's so big, I didn't even see it.
I mean, even the light bar up there, you know, and it's, you know, that's something that's new too. The light bar got a different light bar that has a different cover on top of it now.
Okay.
It's more streamlined and sleek than what's been in the past. So that's kind of one of the new changes that's happened there.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. It is the Tranquility 24C. You know you want to learn more about it. You know you want to take it somewhere. So right now, head on over to thormotorcoach.com and build your own.